Cutting for Business. She has a lot of free cut files. Again, they're SVGs. If you just have the basic version, you'll have to figure out a different way to get those. There are some ways you can, like we were talking about in Inkscape, you can import it and change the file type, and then open it in the basic edition of Silhouette, the Silhouette software. The final sites I want to talk about, and this is just 6 or 7 of the thousands of places to get files and pictures and all those sorts of things. But the good thing about both Pixabay and Pexels is that these are free. They're royalty free. The copyright is still held by whoever designed it or took the picture. This is just photos at Pexels. The cool thing at Pixabay is they have lots of photos, but they also have illustration and vector files. This is how you can tell that you've got a PNG with a transparent background. You see that checkerboard in the back? That tells you that. On Pixabay, when you go to free download, it's going to tell you get to pick the resolution that you want it at. That's a huge resolution. This is more than fine. That would probably work. Because the one thing you could use these for, say, a print and cut. So I download this. One of the things you can do is donate to the image author. You can follow her on Instagram. It says crediting isn't required, but linking back is really appreciated. And again, she still owns the rights to this. You can use it. You can print out stickers and sell them, but you can't sell the file, and you really need to acknowledge if you're going to sell things. If I was selling something online, I would give credit to the image. So now I'm going to go back in. I just put that in my saved pictures. I'm going to go back into Silhouette Studio, and I'm going to go open it. Here it is. You see how this is? You can see the black background again, but you can see the things because they're not black. And once again, they've got the cut lines already around it. Put it in there, and it's going to cut right around that. So that is, it's a great place to get some things to, whether, you want to make a gift for somebody. This is an excellent place, Pixabay, to find illustrations, vector files, things that you can use when you want to make something. So, if I wanted to, here we go. Where's my gingerbread guy? Gingerbread man. If you took my card making class, or we talked about tracing, my tracing class, I've used this fellow for multiple things. I've not sold anything from it except for the fact that I used him. I used him as a cut file for a class where I cut this outline out of a piece of cardstock and we filled it in. It's called iris folding. It was filled in with paper, and then I took these little guys out and cut those out of paper, and we put that on top of the iris folding. And then I actually didn't use these buttons because this is another example of something. This doesn't work terribly well. And I can save this as a SVG or PNG. I'm going to download this. I'm going to open it up real quick. Let's see. Quick, I want to go back into Silhouette Studio. Over here. There's no words. Oh, there he is. Gingerbread dude. And here he is. And the thing is with this guy, let's see. Right now, if I cut that out, the one thing I would get is the outside, which is great for the thing that I wanted to cut out of the piece of cardstock, but it doesn't give me these. This is one I would go in and trace myself, and then I could have the white parts too. But you will notice Let's see. Where's that threshold a bit? There it goes. And now I've got this. It is, I release the compound path. And now each part of that. You'll notice that the red didn't trace. It just isn't, the contrast between the brown and the red is not high enough for the software to pick up easily. Frankly, I don't need it because I can make my own circles. But now I can cut these, I cut all this stuff out of white. They're actually the same thing, so I just repeated it 4 times. Cut this out of my card and ta-da, and made a whole bunch of them. I mean, I filled a sheet with these.
So if you did need the circles, is there a solution?
Yeah. Well, I can just go over here and draw a circle. You click on the ellipse, you hold down Shift, and you draw a circle. Let go of the mouse before you let go of the key, because yes, I've done it a million times. Where if you hold down Shift.
Well, yeah, I guess I get that, Linda, because it's a circle, but
right.
A scenario where if that were a word, and
yeah, you can mess around with the threshold and the what. Let's go over here. What's going on? Now you see those. Yes. Because I had it on there. Let's see what happens. And now I've got mine. Well, this was.
But I didn't see what you did. You were clicking.
Okay. Okay. Let me go back here again. I went to select trace area, right?
Okay.
I just outlined this stuff. Because when I included the white, because the contrast there is so much higher, that's what it picked up, and it kind of ignored this. But when I just do this part, I can get it to notice that. And I can adjust these. Oops, see, you seem to go too high. Adjust this so I get pretty round circles, and then I say trace. Now I'm going to move my image out of the way, and I have my 3 circles.
Great. Thank you. That's really
helpful. Okay. I think that covers about everything. If you have questions, come on over to the Facebook. Don't make me do some work. I'm not a little Facebook group and ask me questions. Have a good night, guys.